Hello people, it's the warrior goddess speaking, and I want to share some insights with you today. I have subscribed to the Jay Shetty Genius group, so I'm actually been asked to spread the good message about how we all should realize our purpose in life, but there are some hindrances that may stop us from doing that, and that's actually fundamentally the way we think. So the first thing is perspective. There are as many perspectives as there are people in life. So you have to ask yourself how you look at your life, and are you thinking about your past in a way that brings you down? Are you thinking, for example, how things and people have ruined your life, like for example that divorce, how it kind of just ruined your life, and how everyone has done negative things to you? What you maybe you didn't realize is that brings you down too, and it's actually kind of when you're bitter like that, you're not seeing your potential, and you're also unhappy, so you're kind of punishing yourself. So the point is that you have to actively change your story. You have to, you meet people constantly that see the world differently from you. And what the clue is to not let the way other people see you define you. Because if you give them the power to do that, you will constantly be striving to please them and be the way you expect them you expect that they want you to be. And also it can take you down, because their perspective on life is not necessarily, or oftentimes not, a healthy perspective. And oftentimes what most people think is also not a fair perspective or a healthy perspective for you. For example, personally, I've been spending time with a colleague / friend, and his perspective is maybe not what I would want to subscribe to, because he's like my age, or he's a little bit younger than me, and in his perspective, what's natural in society and in life is that I find someone 10 years older than me as a partner, and he finds something 10 years younger than him as a partner. I don't know why he is so preoccupied with age, but this reflects something about gender roles. And it didn't make me feel particularly good with myself. I felt like he was kind of putting me in a category of an irrelevant person. And I was actually asking myself if I am inclined to be doing the same. But the point is that this took me down. So thing is, you should not let that take you down. You should actively work on your perspective, not to let other people's way of looking at life define you and define your life. And actually, I am on a path to to make life and art and society more democratic. I mean, I love diversity. I don't like I know many people that think that they're afraid of blondes, 20-year-old blondes with short skirts, because they're kind of these hordes that just dominate public space. And older people in general, and women maybe in particular, they are kind of not free to move. They're not, in many parts of the world, it's hard for them to move freely in the world, freely in public space. I mean, even for my aunt, when she was divorced, she was 40, and she was like, yes, for women my age, we can't go out in cafes. And so this is kind of new that women can actually do that. And I think we're only in the beginning in doing that. So my plan is to contribute by, go clubbing until I'm 80, because that will actually tear down the prejudices. I mean, if there's a reason for pride, you have to show yourself. Okay, if if you're a woman that is not that young, you should actually go out in public space and do whatever you feel like, because it will help other people and it will help people see that that's normal and that's the way it should be. And it's more interesting. I think diversity in all shape and form is more interesting, and I could give examples of what I like and how I like it, but I don't think there's enough space and time for that in this video. I gotta move on to the next point, which is yes, you want to access your potential. You have a purpose in life, and you owe the world to contribute, and you cannot see your potential if you let other people and their perspectives define you. So you have to just not give a shit, and you have the power to change your perspective on the past, on the now, and on the future, which is what you should do. And when you do that, possibilities open up for you. Well, you don't hold yourself back anymore. You're like, okay, I can't go out because I'm not, this and this age. I'm not this and this gender, so I should, stick to these arenas. I shouldn't go out in public space. I shouldn't do this and that. Yes, you should. That's what you should be doing, because we need more diversity, and we don't want the old patriarchal, the old ways of looking at life and people is so fucking boring, and we don't want that. Okay, so you can have everything you want. Just don't hold yourself back and work on it actively.